Hello classmates, my name is Melissa Salm, and I'm going to be discussing some leadership course concepts and how they apply towards my interview with Clifford Salm, who has been an owner, leader, and manager for over half his life. I have had the pleasure of interviewing Cliff and getting to know how great of a leader he truly is. He started over 30 years ago owning a family business up north called Domsey Fiber Domsey International. This was a several-story huge thrift store. Cliff then thought it was best to take matters into his own hands and learned it's best not to mix family and business. He moved to Florida and opened Hialeah Thrift and then Cash My Clothes in Pembroke Pines and Coral Springs. With already established thrift stores, Cliff found it hard to compete and make a high profit. He closed down his stores and started managing in the vitamin shop at Coconut Creek, and now is manager at Tooney's Natural Grocer. The next slide is a brief video of what kind of store Tooney's is.
Tooney's is a local family-owned company. We've been around for 20 years and our mission statement has remained the same from the get-go, making healthy living affordable to everyone on any budget. When you walk into Tooney's, you're going to find a huge selection of over 30,000 different products, all free of any types of artificial ingredients or preservatives. We don't believe that it should cost an arm and a leg to feed your family healthy products, so we price all of our groceries in the store at wholesale and all of our supplements anywhere from 20 to 40% less than retail. We've got the most experienced staff. Each one of our stores, the combined experience exceeds 100 years, so it's not just a paycheck for them. This isn't just a job, it's a lifestyle. Our employees really embrace the whole philosophy of healthy living, and I think it comes through and our customers really recognize that. It's an amazing feeling to know that you're helping people and you're helping the community live healthier. I'm Taylor Hamilton. I'm the owner of Tooney's Natural Grocery and Vitamin Market.
The first course concept Cliff has shown me is he demonstrates expert power. Expert power is based on an employee's perception that a manager has a high level of knowledge or specialized set of skills that others do not possess. With his 30+ years of experience, Cliff has key competencies that everyone wants to learn and no one else has. He has the ability to work well with others, coach his team, and communicate with all levels in an organization. The next slide shows a video of Cliff's previous store, Cash My Clothes. Cliff made the Channel 7 News, and this captures how knowledgeable he is as a leader.
It is Monday, so you know what time it is. It's recessionista time. Well, going full retail on clothes in this tough economy just isn't in the budget for most of us. Well, you might want to take a trip over to Cash My Clothes in Coral Springs. It's a store that just might have you banking some extra bucks. They're called Cash My Clothes.
Ed Hardy t-shirt for ladies, $7.99.
We have a Michael Kors that actually is brand new with the tag.
But you pay
$7.99.
What's their deal? This family business buys used and even new brand name clothes you don't wear anymore.
If you've had clothing in your closet that has been sitting there looking at you and you've been looking at it for the last year or so, you're never going to wear that clothing. So it's time to say goodbye to it, turn it into cash.
Their other gig, selling you stuff you need on the cheap, $35 or less.
Amazing. All the brands that my kids would wear. So yeah, they have a good selection.
And prices?
Prices were great.
These folks are dropping off clothes that have been just gaining dust in their closet in hopes of scoring some green.
This is not consignment. This is cash on the spot.
Meanwhile, Allison Lipnack is buying clothes to fill her closet. She is a confessed consignment store junkie, but says this is way better.
Awesome concept. Especially right now with the times, you know, it's hard for people to go into malls and department stores and things like that and afford clothes.
Patty Moore rides a Harley and goes through jeans like crazy.
They were True Religion jeans, and they're worth about $250, and they were $20. And they still have the tags on them.
And what they are willing to hand over cash for is all detailed on their website.
We are really, really picky on how we purchase the clothing. Everything has to be in perfect, like-new condition, free from tears, free from stains, free from any fading.
And when it comes to no name, they say no game.
We're not buying any of the Mart brands like Kmart, Walmart, or Sears. We're buying only the better quality items. Everything has to be perfect, everything has to be freshly laundered, and everything has to be of current style.
Cash My Clothes is just that, clothes from kids to adults, but they'll cash your handbag or shoes too.
We are paying the public 25 to 40% of what we're going to resell it for in our store. We are selling at thrift store prices.
They have great clothes. I mean, a lot of professional stuff. As you can see, I picked stuff that I could wear for work and for business. And it literally is almost like going into your friend's closet and borrowing their clothes. It's the same thing.
Well, the Cash My Clothes I visited is located at 9893 West Sample Road in Coral Springs. Their other location is located at 9155 Taft Street. That's in Pembroke Pines. Or you might want to start at their website at www.cashmyclothes.com. That'll tell you exactly what they take and what they want. And remember, for money-saving tips that'll help you weather this financial storm, just tune into my Recessionista reports every Monday right here on NBC6. And also, if you have an idea for Recessionista reports, send us a tweet. We're on SF on Twitter. Pam?
In regards to the skills approach, Cliff has the human skill. In our interview, Cliff mentioned he feels a manager with an office should not spend all of their time in their office. He spends more of his time on the floor showing employees how he does things, from greeting the customer to ensuring they have a good checkout experience. Cliff wants his associates to learn from him, and the most important value he demonstrates is instilling in his associates that anything he can do, so can they. Cliff knows how to communicate with his associates as well. He knows what should be communicated through oral or written communication. He feels the follow-up should be written, but if it is bad news, to bring the team member into his office and communicate orally. In the interview, I asked Cliff how he remains engaged, and he answered by truly listening to the other person. He mentioned 2 specific employees that he sees something special in, and he is currently grooming those employees to learn how to be a leader one day. As per Fiddler's contingency model, Cliff is a task-motivated leader. He shows a lot of confidence in his employees. For example, they have end caps where the employees have full creativity and freedom to create end caps as for what gets displayed for a product at the end of the aisle. He also has constant meetings for the employees to give ideas. Cliff knows there are some departments in which if he is gone for the day, he has to leave them with step-by-step instructions on what needs to be done. He also has had to take a huge risk by cutting the employees down to bare minimum because of the season. Toonies is located in a tourist area. Not many single-family homes are located in the area, and those areas in which have homes are far away. Therefore, Toonies is only busy during season. And in regards to employees, Cliff can only take employees that come through the door because it is a minimum paying job. They have to take the risk and hope those people that come through can learn the job, or they quickly have to let them go. A task-motivated leader is an LPC, low preferred coworker. However, Cliff has shown he has a mix of high and low. While he truly shows how devoted he is to getting the job done and following through, and his power that he has, he also cares about maintaining relationships with his associates. Clifford is an all-around leader in any aspect. Cliff has shown in our interview how passionate he is about his team. He is aware of the wage that the associates make and knows it is important to ensure that they always come to work and are happy to come to work. He stated he gains commitment from his employees by leading by example and being patient with them. He constantly motivates his team through sales meetings and training on customer focus. He tries to keep the employees engaged through an Employee of the Month, one-on-one meetings, and being open-minded. When an associate does a good job, he is happy to praise them and share it with his superior, Haley Roos. Cliff's philosophy is without an engaged staff, we have no business. Therefore, he takes his time to constantly train, coach, and develop his employees. There are numerous leadership styles in path goal theory. I feel Cliff demonstrates numerous styles because of both his experience in leadership as well as his passion to lead. With how he cares if a task is completed, Cliff is a directive leader. For example, there was an associate who came up with the idea to bake bread in the juice bar to go along with the soups. Cliff said okay and found this wasn't being done. He eventually had to take this task into his own hands. and now ensures everything is followed through with a deadline, which shows he is also a participative leader who wants employees to be a part of the decision-making process. Cliff has been grooming 2 specific employees to become a leader and shows all of his employees how to get tasks done, and that also makes Cliff achievement-oriented. To conclude, Cliff exhibits all the values necessary to be a great leader. He is concerned with every aspect of a business, from task completion to maintaining good relationships with his associates and keeping them motivated and engaged. He loves the challenge of being a leader and seeking growth within the company. Overall, at his current and past jobs, he has left his mark. At Toonie's, since Cliff came on board, they have had great reviews on Yelp, and the store is heading in a great direction.